This is Fano from An Hour with the Wolf Pack, and this is my segment Steppin' Out of Babylon, and this is day 37? That's day 38. Day 38. And today's date is February 28th, 2016. And today, just did the usual diet in the morning. Then, I made a salad in the afternoon. And then, just went on a walk. And came home, made a smoothie. And, then had my nighttime diet. That was about it. Nothing crazy. No real cravings. No, mental games. No. Well, beyond that, today was the Oscars, and I watched that, and I thought it was kind of funny that, I already know, Leonardo DiCaprio, endorsed this movie that talks about how people who farm animals for meat, their gas and stuff is supposedly supposed to be emitting the most CO2 or whatever, or carbon, whatever they're trying to say global warming's about. And what I thought it's funny though is that he has this documentary that he endorses that talks about that, but then on his speech he goes to talk about how to close down plants in places that pollute. But then I was like, why didn't he just talk about the farming industry? His whole documentary is how much the farm industry pollutes way more than any man-made thing. So, and there's a thing about global warming. Alright. Most people don't know about the technology, how they have to mess around with the weather. They've been doing it since Vietnam. And so, my thing is, alright, let's just say there's global warming, right? Okay. Maybe. But then here's my argument. The Earth, right, created humans. Okay? And the Earth probably knew how messed up humans are. And let's just say humans that the Earth created can manifest more pollution than the Earth can get rid of. Okay? Now the other thing. If we were really over polluting, changing things, doing something really bad, wouldn't that, I mean, how could we? Everything in the earth basically recycles each other. So, like what I'm saying, if there is more carbon dioxide or more carbon pollution or whatever, then the Earth's already making things to balance it out. It's kind of like your body. Inside of your body, all your organs are working and they'll balance each other out. If one starts failing, then the body will go and try to fix it. And the Earth is the same way. It's constantly making things that we don't know about to battle the, if let's just say it's overheating. Now, is at the same time, what the Earth is doing is trying to cleanse out the things that are polluting it. So then let's just say, okay, we're still getting the benefit of doubt that there's this global warming. And now they're trying to say that, okay, if we're more conscious, right? So here's my thing. Number one, if it really is that big of an issue, then why doesn't he do something about it? I mean, if you think about what his statement was that we need to change the way we run stuff. Okay. Then also in that documentary, this one guy did everything he could to change it, and then he realized that no matter what he did, the farm industry polluted more. So why don't you just bluntly state, hey, there's global warming, guys. How about you eat meat only once a week? That way we lower the production rate of meat, and then there'll be less carbon. I mean, that's what I thought was funny about the documentary, is that that's what it was talking about. But the dude goes vegan to battle the pollution, but that's not really how to fix it. How to fix it would just basically limit people from eating meat fucking 3,000 times a day to about, maybe let's say one time a day you can have meat. Or let's say once a week you can have meat. Or once every 3 days you can have meat. So that's why I don't believe in celebrities, because I mean they're probably, maybe, let's give them the benefit of the doubt that they're coming from a good place and they, are trying to make a difference. But then it's why are you making movies? Think about how the movie set. That's just brainwashing people to basically live that lifestyle that's going to pollute. So then it's if you're that strong, then why don't you just become a hardcore activist or something? Just give up acting. Or star in roles that only have to do with that. So I'm not saying he's totally full of shit. I'm just saying that, if he is, if somewhere in there is a human being who cares about the world, and maybe he's just stuck in the Babylon so much that he can't, that's the most he could say. Maybe. But then I saw there was the vice president, and he was pushing, God, what, rape? I think he's pushing rape, and or people forcing themselves on people. I don't even know what the hell he called it. But I was just this is a movie award show. Why are they promoting to act against people? Oh, I think it was unconcessional I don't know how you say it. Basically, when you have sex with somebody and they don't prove it, which, I mean, can we look at like animals in nature? Like, a lot of them sometimes don't really approve it and they have sex. And that's just what happens and they move on with their life. But then a lot of animals, they have to like dance in front of each other to have sex. And I'm pretty sure, though, let's just say in all these situations that someone got, I guess the way he's saying, people got raped. Uh, was somebody on drugs, Was somebody on pharmaceuticals? Was someone maybe eating GMOs? Maybe eating meat 10,000 times that day? You know? It's just, like, my thing about all this is that, alright, probably what that vice president guy was saying was true. That happens probably a lot. Okay? Then why don't they just focus on making everyone happy? Like giving everyone a house, giving everyone education, giving everyone free healthcare. Not where you have to pay for, but free. Like you can go to wherever you want and it's fine. The best food ever, superfoods, veggies, showing people how to grow food. Everyone grows food. Everyone shares the food. I mean, if you ever grown a garden, you know when shit goes harvesting, you have way too much at one time. So if everyone grew a bunch of shit at different time cycles and started sharing it with each other, we would have amounts and so much food that it would be ridiculous. And that would probably stop global warming, and that would stop people from forcing themselves on other people. But then it's like, you know what? You know what also would stop that? Legal prostitution. If you had legal prostitution and people could go pay for sex, because they go work for that money, they should be able to pay for sex. And people would stop forcing themselves on other people. It's just like, as much as they talk about stuff, like, it just in my head doesn't make sense. It's like, I read something about global warming. I mean, you can like just grow, now was it hemp? Maybe that was radiation. But I mean, okay, let's just say there's global warming. Alright, you want to close down all the plants? Cool. Why doesn't everyone get free solar panels on top of their houses and businesses? That would cut down on energy. Why don't we educate people on how you don't have to eat meat all day? Why don't we close down fast food places that are everywhere? Or why don't we just educate people on how to eat right and why it's so important and love people and help them out? Versus you're in this Babylonian ceremony and then you get nominated and Babylon gives you a Babylon statue and says you're good because fucking, I don't know how many people I don't even know how that Oscar works, but so let's say 200 people, I'm pretty sure that's a high number, but let's say 200 people voted this guy and said he was the best actor out of, who knows, let's say 200 other people that got to make a movie. Now, in reality, he's probably not the best actor in the world because there's probably like way better actors that no one knows about, or there's better movies that no one knows about too. And I like the other thing that they were doing is that they were promoting racism. They were promoting how like no black people got nominated. And I'm like, okay. I didn't see that many Mexican people get nominated. I didn't see that many Asian people get nominated. I didn't see any Italians get nominated. I didn't see anyone in Afghanistan. I mean, I didn't like. Okay, why is it that they portray this black and white thing when it's like, did who? I mean, we're all human beings. And I guess they were trying to say that the Academy is racist. I mean, okay, does that mean I'm racist? Does that mean anyone racist? How can you even be racist when we're all humans? Like, I mean, I actually don't understand this. And then wouldn't it just be better just to not bring it up? Be like, oh, you're racist? Cool, I'm just gonna go there, enjoy it, and not give a shit. Or, I'm just not gonna go. Like I saw some people, they just didn't go. Cool, that's voting with your dollar. Just don't go. How about just don't make movies? How about that? How about don't make shows? If everyone just decided, hey, I'm not going to do that, not because someone's racist, because they're just not being fair, then hey, that makes sense. But, like I said, if you want to fix all these issues in the world, just focus inwards. Focus on your body. Focus on yourself. You know, like, racism can only exist if you want it to exist. If you want nothing to do with it, it does not exist. Like, I don't even think about racism at all. I don't think about global warming at all. I mean, I've been living on this earth for X amount of years, and it's hot, then it's not hot. Then it's hot, then it's not hot. And that's just life. I mean, I live in a fucking desert. If I lived in the tropics, or if I lived in the jungle rainforest, it'd be raining and shit. And if they didn't have technology to mess with the weather, I would believe that it is a drought. But let's just say there is a drought, right? Drought in California. Okay. Now, why haven't they figured out a system to run water pipelines from other states and give water from other states to our state? Or to any other state? Or any part of the world? That don't make no sense. I mean, if we're really worried about that, then we should learn how to help the earth out and move water around. But they don't really, I guess no one's smart enough to figure this out. And this is my other thing. You win an award, I bet you a majority of those people will go and drink, the after party. How about people just focus inwards and cleanse? Be like, okay, I won this award. Now I'm going to go make movies about stuff that matters. But, in reality, if they don't know, they're in Babylon. And if they don't know, it's all a charade. And I'll just say, hey, these people must be smart, or they just come from the right areas, or they're just willing to sell products and be happy or not happy. Like, a lot of them are not happy, but I'm not one to judge. We all live in the city. It's all Babylon in here. So, I don't know. All I would really wish for is just everyone to be happy. I mean, like I said, if global warming is the worst thing, and GMOs is not, or cancer rates being 1 and 2 is not, and the reality that cancer is healed by eating real food, like, why are we saying there's... I mean, it's like, shit, if the Earth has to cleanse us out and heat up the planet to exterminate all these vampires, then I guess that makes sense. Let the Earth do what it's got to do. You're only here to experience it. I mean, focus inwards. But I'll end it like that. And this is Fano with an hour with the Wolfpack. And this is my segment, Steppin' Out of Babylon. And this is day 38. And and it is February 28th, 2016, and I hope everyone lives with love and compassion, because if you don't love yourself, well, then you can't love anybody else.